Meatballs 4 to the Rescue stars Corey Feldman as Ricky Wade, the hottest ski instructor. And you know what? I can't even do this way. Meatballs 4 to the Rescue is a hilarious movie that got fucked. There's no other way to say it. R-rated comedies kind of they never became anything. Everybody has these fond memories of, oh, well, something about Mary came out in 98 and all the R-rated movies were just all over it. And they weren't. Okay, that hit, then you had a bunch of PG-13 movies. American Pie, the PG-13 movies. Comedies always want to go the PG-13 route because you attract more audiences. You attract the kids. Like why do you think Bill and Ted, a great movie, don't get me wrong. Why do you think it's so popular? It's a PG movie. R-rated comedies, especially in the 90s, went straight to video. And that's why Meatballs 4, I have two theories. Meatballs 4 to the rescue, and I'm going to keep saying to the rescue, keep that in mind, went straight to video for two reasons. Meatballs 4 to the rescue, real quick before we get into it, is a great movie. It's a Save the Summer Camp movie. Check out the trailer.
Welcome to Lakeside, where some of the hottest skiers have just landed a new hero.
I want you to meet our new recreation director, Ricky Wade.
He's got charm.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Victor. Oh.
He's a natural-born leader.
Come on, guys, let's do it. Come on, anything's possible if you want it bad enough. Look at Michael Jackson.
And he's got 2 weeks to turn these ski rats into superstars. It's a playground of fun and fantasy. Where the scenery is breathtaking. The passion is pulsating.
Why did you leave me, Ricky?
Because I was afraid, Cal.
And the romance is hot.
I think I'm gonna change that 10 to a 12.
Yeah.
But the competition wants to crash this party.
Are you going to put up or shut up?
And they'll stop at nothing to get what they want.
If you don't mind. All right, these girls are gonna look like Smurfs.
Now,
Kelly,
it's a race for survival.
give me my skis.
Meatballs 4 to the rescue.
Okay, Meatballs 4 to the rescue stars Corey Feldman. He's Ricky Wade. It's the rich kids camp versus the low middle class. I don't know what to call them, poor. It's the rich kids camp versus the normal camp, and they're gonna have big water ski off, whatever, for control of the camp. It's part all the Meatballs movies. Here's the problem. None of the Meatballs movies have continuity because studios are weird. Here's what happened. Meatballs with Bill Murray became I guess it was sort of a hit, but it became more of a cult hit. So when this shit movie with Richard Mulligan, who played Burton Soap, and an alien came out, they don't want to call it like Alien Boxes. Well, hey, they're at a camp. It's Meatballs too. And you had Patrick Dempsey from Can't Buy Me Love, and he's getting having sex. This dead porno actress is teaching him, but they're at a camp, so they didn't call like dead porno actress teaches nerd to have sex. Let's call it Meatballs 3. So when this movie was coming out, here's what happened. Number one, the studio said, well, it's Save the Summer Camp. It's R-rated, so we're going to do it straight to video. It's Corey Feldman. Let's call it Meatballs 4, ... to the rescue. That's how it came out. Had it been called To the Rescue, maybe it came out a little earlier, a little later. It was at a really weird time. Maybe it would have gotten theatrical play. Now, here's my other problem. And I do buy into this because this movie is funny. This is a funny ass movie. So it's a jet ski camp. And they have the rich camp ran by Ursula from Superman 2. And she wants to shut down Neil. Can't remember he's a real actor. I don't remember. Who cares? No offense to you, Neil. He's got the more of the upper middle class, lower middle class. He's got the misfit camp, but he needs to boost attendance, so he brings back a guy that didn't use that was working at the rich kid camp, Corey Feldman, Ricky Way, the hottest ski instructor in the world. He brings him in, and Ricky Way gets all the people together, whether they be the cool guys or the nerds, and they win and they save the camp. Okay, it's formulaic, sure. It's funny as shit. Corey Feldman, and people don't realize this. A lot of people are like, Corey Feldman, oh, that guy that did the Today Show. Corey Feldman, the guy that dances like Michael Jackson. Corey Feldman, the guy that lost top. Think whatever you want. Corey Feldman started out, and forgive me if I'm wrong, Corey Feldman did the McDonald's commercial where he sees Santa. He had Gremlins. He had Goonies. If you want any proof of Corey Feldman's acting ability, watch Dream a Little Dream. That is a hard friggin' movie. He is basically, for those of you that don't get it, so to speak, he is playing Jason Robards. Corey Feldman has basically got to pretend to be an old man in a young man's body. So he's Jason Robards inside Corey Feldman's teenage body. And he pulled it off. And he did a hell of a good job. Hell of a good job. Everybody talks about like, oh, Stand By Me is such a good movie. Stand By Me is a great movie. And he was great in it when they call him like what that one guy call him, you loony cocksucker or something like that, loony bin cocksucker and all that. He was amazing. Lost Boys, he was amazing. License to Drive, I think my own experiences, Mr. Feldman might have been on some substance. Same for Rock and Roll High School forever. Doesn't matter. He is a good actor. And I'm not saying this like to get on his jock or anything. He's a good actor. He's not a one-trick pony. And when he did To the Rescue, that was more like he did all these kind of comedies and that, but this is the movie that it starred him. Meatballs 4 To the Rescue, which I'm going to say, now here's my second point. Had they just called it To the Rescue, might have got theatrical release or might have got a little more press, a little more publicity, and it might have done better. And Feldman's timing is great in this. It's a great movie. Of course, it's got the 90s straight to video. Let's have Corey Feldman dance and let's have Corey Feldman do this. And don't make fun of it. Feldman's not writing this. He's not producing it. He's not directing it. He probably had some input in some of the lines, especially there's a Goonies reference at the end. I'm sure he had that. But when the director, they either write this with him in mind or when they get him, they put this in there. And that's fine. But the 90s, and by Corey's own admittance, he said, you know, hey, I was high during this movie or I did this movie for a paycheck. If you watch some of these movies, even the movies he talked about, there's a lot of range there. Meatballs 4 To the Rescue shows being funny, and trust me, before I like to think I'm a pretty funny guy. I got to get pretty jazzed up to do this. But if you watch movies like, let's say, Blown Away, and I don't mean the other Blown Away, which stars people I don't know, Blown Away with Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, an erotic thriller with Nicole Eggert. There's some acting in that. Watch Dream a Little Dream 2. Is it a great movie? Not really. I'm not gonna lie. There's some acting in that. Watch, for God's sakes, The Birthday. A lot of acting in that. And now, what I said about The Birthday, I don't personally think it was ever released because everybody knew this guy is going to blow the whistle on some shit. And I really think even into The Rescue, you know, sure, was he doing it to make money? Of course he was. Who wouldn't? Now, how come when Nicolas Cage makes 37 movies in 6 months time span, nobody, there's like, oh, it's a Nicolas Cage movie. When Corey Feldman makes a couple movies a year, people are just kind of like, oh, Corey Feldman make a movie. Corey Feldman's doing really good. Watch Edge of Honor. And that is the era of the straight to video movie. That is some acting. I can't say it's not. This is good acting. Meatballs 4 to the rescue. That is not only is that good acting, that is comic timing. It is, and trust me, it is so much easier from doing plays and stuff. Drama, I'm not saying it's easy, but it ain't that hard. Comedy is hard. Timing, physicality, everything. Corey's got it down. He's got it down in Meatballs 4 to the rescue. Had it been called To the Rescue, it would have been, I think, better. This is my opinion, but I'm going to tell you right now, Meatballs 4 to the rescue. You can get it on DVD from MGM. You can, I don't know if you can stream it. It's probably streaming on some service. Watch Meatballs 4 to the rescue. The movie is hilarious. Check it out now.